What? It's a show? Can you believe it's a show? I guess it's a show. People, how y'all doing today? It's a show. But I'm gonna turn this up a little bit, just because I think it's. I'm losing my voice, or maybe you don't need it that high. I don't know. There you go. I'm not being muffled. My voice is just going out. I've actually had lost on it earlier, so I'm doing it like this. Probably cut it short for that reason. Forgive me on this one, but I knew I had to get it out because God knows, I don't know. We'll get you some shows, but I don't know how we're going to do it after today just because, yeah, this is probably the end of my next 3 months. I wish I could keep my voice like this, really, but this is where we are. And believe it or not, this is not fake. I can't stop this. I can't stop this. I'd like to stop this, but I can't stop this. Anyway, how y'all doing? Y'all doing substantially better? I'm not sick. I'm not anything. I feel fine. Just I think it's the allergies and throat got to it because I really had a sneezing fit like 2 days ago, and then this just happened, and now I'm like, it sounds like I'm wheezing and shit. It's kind of cool. I always want to do this because this is the best time to prank call people because you don't sound like yourself. But I don't know if I look like change this thing to like looking like a potato on here, then maybe you would understand how I be. But anyway, so what's been going on in the world? Oh, I did happen to notice that Google Tube has been stupid again, trying to stop people from like going to our own commercial free fucking. Just please give it up, you idiots. I mean, why are you so thankless? I don't quite understand. What the hell is wrong with you people? You can't leave well enough alone. I mean, that you can't like. People didn't come to this place for ads, man. People didn't come to watch a 2 minute video to have 14 ads, 7 ads, 5 ads. Especially because how could you be so smart about my Google searches and placing sneaky little ads in there about shit that I actually care about and not getting anything right on my YouTube experience? That's what I don't understand. I actually might be interested in your dinky, stupid little ads if you actually posted pertinent ads to me. But it's always something I want to skip. I don't need no damn drugs. I don't need no damn insurance. I don't care about the new cars or whatever the fuck it is you want to do about some laid out stupid damn thing. It's like all the pop ups when you look on your phone. And here goes my rant. But seriously, man, everything that pops up on my phone, we all want to hit the invisible X even though they give it to you because it's like none of that's pertinent to anything I ever want. I mean, I'm worried about a man and you give me an ad about like allergy drugs. Okay, yeah, I got an allergy, but that's a bad example. But like the new Toyotas are out. I don't give a fuck. Why don't you do something about guitars? Why don't you do something about a concert? Why are these ads not pertinent to where the fuck they are or who the fuck's viewing them? I know you know me. You snoop on everything else I do. That's why my feed looks the way it does. But you can't get the ads right, and then you expect us to like kowtow when you say like, nope, no more ads. You got to make ads go, but you won't give me a pertinent ad. Fuck you. You fucking suck. That's stupid. Give me the ad that I need. Don't give me the ad that you want. Give me the ad that I need. It's so retarded. I swear to God, I just don't understand. Like you could bend, and perhaps maybe see like we feel like we're already being searched through the ads because every one of these dumb fuck creators out here has to include 2.5 minutes of hey, make sure you like and subscribe. Like we don't know this shit already. We're not. This isn't the first time using the YouTubes and the internets. What the fuck is wrong with you? We know what we need to do. We may not like you. We may not want to subscribe. You just may have a pertinent video. Shut the fuck up and get on with it. Like I need to do. God, it's just annoying, man. Well, we've never asked you, and I never will, because it's like you either will or you won't. Who cares? You know how to do it. Maybe the first 14-year-old to get on the show, this is not made for kids, but maybe the first 14-year-old on the show, 10-year-old, whatever, came in here to learn how to make planes. Maybe he doesn't know how to like and subscribe, maybe, but like for real, I doubt that's ever happened. I doubt that ever will happen anymore. Don't you wake up and like when you come out the vagina, don't you get a phone now? Isn't that the way it is, or do they come in cereal boxes yet? I don't know. God, well, he needs a phone because he's shut the hell up. Parents are the problem with kids. Anyway, so how y'all doing? It's been a week. Um, want to get this rant out while I was like this because that way nobody recognized me. Maybe I should have changed into a potato. I kind of like that. You ever seen those, like, if you use virtual camera and you change into a potato, or what's the other one? Man, I couldn't stop laughing because it's just lips and eyes. It's so stupid. I should have just done that. I don't know why I went with face. Y'all like, oh, I need a bonding experience because I feel like you really, oh, man, don't worry about that shit. Just whatever. Anywho, so how are y'all doing? Y'all do some flying this week? I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed with the creation of some of my craft because some of these planes were not like I thought they were gonna be. I thought they were gonna be cool. Thought we were gonna have some. Well, I mean, like, okay, I expected. Don't get me wrong. I didn't figure I found the greatest thing, and I didn't. But some of these planes are way better than others. So when I was flying them, I was like, okay, found a good one. Found a good one. Um, and I think as interceptors, they'll work. As a matter of fact, I'm quite proud of the fact that they probably work as interceptors. So this is ND25 6 or 5 we're talking about. And yeah, I'm happy with the results. Going to keep test flying even though I'm going on nights. Just try to get some more flights in and see exactly how this is going to turn out because I think the planes are doing good. I think they're well, I mean, it could be worse. It's just like the folds that I think, and it's cool to have a plane that's going to look like 332 anyway. So it's just I'm going through the flights or going through the fleet rather with the flights. It's like a little bit more of them could be straighter, and I'm getting more glide in them. And I'm like, no, 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 that's what 332 is for. But I've thought of some other ways to get some finnage going on stuff. So that's actually kind of a plus for me. And I thought of other ways. Ideas are sprouting up. I don't even know like if I want to. The ideas are coming up, and I don't know like some of these things were. Why didn't I put them on a phase? Maybe I still can. Maybe I can give them to. I probably can't give them to X, but I can give them to other aircraft. It was kind of like that one that I was showing you. That's Indy 25-2, which is like a scrap, which was a technology demonstrator. That's never going to be produced, but something like that. It's actually along those lines, and I fell asleep to that one. Like I dreamed it, and I thought like that was probably going to be a pretty good one. So it, I keep it. I'm going to keep it. Um, you see it, and I'll probably video it. I might video the construction of that one, just because I think it's. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a better craft. You'll see what I'm talking about when I get the video on there, and I'll show you the other ones that I built because, like, I do have others that are. Oh shit! I do have others that are more. Well, like some of the ones that I was turning out were like experiments, probably more far flung. And you get into it, you get into it. If you build your planes, you kind of like you got an idea of how you want your plane to look or how you want your plane to be. So sometimes you get one, and then you get one, and you realize like, hey, this is not like you realize you took it too far. And like this isn't the line I was planning on going with, but I'll work it. And then you kind of got to scrap it because like this is way too advanced. It's hard to tell where your testing line starts and stops, and then when you're like you've developed the design. So you've got the aircraft, and you make I don't know 7 of them before you 10 of them, 12 of them before you pass beyond the test fleet into your real planes, and then you decide like, oh shit, this might be the plane. And maybe you realize number one was as far as you needed it to go. I mean, it's really, I think it's, in paper planes, I think it's probably about even that you get like the plane you want the first time around. It's not like reality where like you've seen some prototypes of some recent birds. And I'm going to go off of a recent because like some aircraft, like it takes the Air Force 20 years to field a plane, 30 years to field a plane. It's like ridiculous. I was just talking with somebody at work today about aircraft, real aircraft, and thinking like, man, my Air Force base that I was stationed at is probably flying the exact same planes that were when I was stationed there, or like when my mom was stationed there 30 freaking years ago. And in retrospect, thinking about it, 30 years ago, 30 years from then, we'd been through like 14 different aircraft. You know what I mean? Like, from now, 30 years ago was 1990. We've had F-16s that whole time. Whole time. But from 1990, 30 years ago, 1960, yeah, we've had the F4, but I mean, like, come along, the F-111, the F-15, the F-15, the F-16, all that shit came out during that time frame. Saw the F4 advance, the F111, the A7, the F5, which were all once like frontline or considered frontline. It's like it got crazy. So, I mean, to think about it, it's like now we've been at a point where 30 years ago, and we've only seen one plane do it this whole time. When before, it's like we filtered through there 3 to 5 different aircraft. God, we stagnated. This is one of the reasons why I spoke up a few shows back when I said I dropped the bomb, launched the rocket, and said I'm retiring Javelin because I said I didn't want to rest on my laurels, and I was thinking about exactly how our Air Force, our armies, and shit like that. Like, yeah, we made the best 30 years ago, but we need to advance, and we didn't advance. Or resting on laurels that we created 30. Yeah, we were great 30, 40 years ago, but we sat on them, and now we let 30, 40 years catch up. Stupid. And some people surpassed us. Again, is the J8 that good? I don't think so. I think you need more details on that. I think you need to tell us about the situation of 1v1 aircraft combat and what happened to those Rafales, and stuff like that, because like it's one of those janky ass planes that you see and you actually think like, I mean, some planes just look good. And you can't win the swimsuit competition and expect to win the tournament or win the world championship. You know what I mean? You can't be crowned Mr. Universe, Miss Universe by just winning part one of the 3-part competition. So, like, yeah, look good. Rafale looks good, and I mean, on paper it sounds good. You got passive and active stealth. You've got like, what do they call that shit? What's it got? Raptor? No, I can't. Spectre. A full electronic suite made to actually make the plane stealthy, even though the plane itself isn't stealthy by design. And I mean, it partially is. It's probably better than most, but it doesn't actively work to conceal its, in angles and curves. It's just aerodynamic. So, I mean, looking at that and then looking at it, comparing it to other aircraft, and some people just didn't care, and neither did the J8. But I mean, like, in pageantry, in the swimsuit competition, well, J8, Rafale, what are you going to take? The Rafale all day. That J8 looks stupid. Stupid. Like, it's 3 times as long as it is wide, like certain other aircraft have been. Everybody's built their ugly aircraft. Thing is, we got them out of the way 40 years ago. The Brits never made attractive aircraft. They don't know what the hell they are. We were talking about that today too. We were talking about the Lightning, because somebody was asking. We were talking about because we heard fighter planes going over. There's an exercise going on here in Wisconsin, Global Shield or something like that. The 115th over in Dane County, Troll Field, puts it on. They usually fly up at Camp Douglas, and I tracked like 4 straddle bladders going over the north end, and 2 F-16s fighting for Red Air. So they were like civilian contracted Red Air, and they were facing like others. I mean, it's like, seriously, you have 4 tankers running racetracks and 2 F-16s. I know damn well there's others up there. And we heard them, but we couldn't see them. The F-16s never came overhead. And they were A models, no less. So like Block 15s, maybe Block 20s. I'm like, God damn, those are old. So they're Red Air, and they were on ADS. So the other ones weren't, because they were military and they were training. But like, I was just thinking like, yeah, they're probably F-35s, because Dane County, the guard unit out of Madison's got 35s now. You're thinking, that's Lightning, right? The Lightning 2. What's the sequel? We said it's an homage to the P-38 and the Lightning that the Brits used to have. And we were just getting into it. And it's like, yeah, Lightning was an ugly piece of crap. Like, you read about it. Have you read about it in books and stuff? Brits are always all hype on their aircraft. Like, TSR-2 was a beautiful plane. I've seen it. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. The Lightning was a beautiful. No, it ain't. No. Lightning was just fucking horrible. Lightning was horrible aircraft. I don't know where they got it from. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, from certain aspects, both those planes, the TSR and the Lightning, were cool, but I mean, like, dude, they just seem so cumbersome and lanky. And obviously they were prototypes, so you probably would have gained something from them. They said it was a beautiful. No, it's not. No, it's not. Like the TSR, perhaps if you'd have cut 20 feet out of that fuselage in front of the wing, let's talk. Like, made it look more like Jaguar than it really was. Yeah, let's talk. Might be. But like, no. And then the Lightning, oh my God. Let's not even get into it. Lightning's just horrible. Lightning is like a whole bunch of what could have been. Like, what if you actually had one engine that was powerful enough to replace the two that are stacked on top of each other? How about not putting the nose, how about not getting a radial fed engine through the center intake? Like a MiG 15, something 20 years its junior. It's not the first jet. Yeah. Hey, but it could go Mach 2 straight up. So? My grandmother had wheels. She'd be a wagon. I don't understand, man. But anyway, like the Brits, I think that's why the Brits actually got into fighter houses with other people because they can't build attractive planes on their own. It's just ugly planes all day. The wings, don't even get me started. Don't make paper airplanes like that. They would never fly right. Bulging belly. It's like we might be able to turn that into some cool looking plane now, but it definitely wouldn't look as ugly as it did then. They're all hype on it. When you talk to them, you always think, "Oh yeah, it was a beautiful bird." No, it wasn't. You're just trying to convince yourself that thing was absolutely horrible. Even the Javelin, which my aircraft is not named after, but I knew I went on a British kick. But you've seen the Javelin. What a dippy looking aircraft. The reason they designed it the way they did was because it needed so much surface to actually prevent it from going into a spin and dying. Oh, damn, the thing's dippy. They did really good with the Hunter. The Hunter was an attractive aircraft. I've always found the Buccaneer pretty attractive. I don't think it's over the top. Some could say the Vixen maybe, but I don't think the Vampire is particularly attractive. Anybody's first jets, the Canberra, the Meteor, ugly all day. Like, I mean, just ugly. Ugly planes. You had to go back to their props. And they're always going to show so much love. Yeah, Spitfire this, Spitfire, that's all about the Spitfire. Totally forgetting that the Hurricane saved y'all's ass. I love the Hurricane. Hurricane was peak British design. Spitfire was just stumbling into lucky. I mean, was it attractive? I guess. But I mean, like, a lot of people, like, you get up in arms about which planes were pretty back in the day, but it's like, dude, and you look at prop planes, aren't they all the fucking same? I mean, there's very little to differentiate between the prop planes other than where you place the empennage. Like, did you put the tailplanes forward? You put them a little back? Were they rounded, elliptical, or clipped? I mean, other than that, they all fucking look the same. I don't see much how the P-51 gets much love. I don't get it. Don't understand. Because it won the war. Bullshit. Who cares? P-47 did more for it, I think, than the P-51 did. And it looks so sleek. Nothing with a prop looks sleek. There, I said it. I'm sorry. It's got a prop. No, it really doesn't. Have you seen an SR-71? You can't say a prop looks sleek and then go like, well, there's the SR-71. No, shut your mouth. Shut your pie hole. You're wrong. Your opinion is moot, invalid, and you're wrong. I mean, because seriously, then you just don't know the definition of what sleek is. Prop looks ungainly and unsightly, and the prop gets in the way of anything the plane could be. Not only that, but like what prop has swept wings? Like 3 of them? Even modern props typically don't do that. You know why? Because it doesn't work. Because props don't need that shit. Because props are ungainly. Dude, get over yourselves. They ain't cool. The only one I always thought was pretty is the Hawker Hart. Ironically enough, a British plane. That thing looked like a little torpedo with biplane wings, I might add. Fucker had 2. It looked strong. It looked like a pointy little dart. It was really cool. That one's pretty sleek. But still, the prop gets in the way. You'd have put, like, somehow managed to put little pipey jet engines in it. Thing would have been extreme. And I mean, your piston, when you got a big ass radial in the front, if it's not a turbo somehow, like, when you got a nacelle in front of your cone, like Spitfires and Hurricanes and P-51s did, when you got like a P-47, you got a flat face, air-cooled radial engine, the thing just exerts power. But I mean, you're basically throwing a brick wall in the air. I mean, the plane just creates drag. Think about it. It's a big ass cow with the air with nowhere to go, right? It's a big ass fucking thing that catches air. not like a nacelle of a jet engine, where it passes through. If I can, and the prop slows, don't get it. It's I don't know. Anyway, talking about that, ungainly paper airplanes. Um, some of our subscribers built some pretty sweet looking birds. Fold on electrogami, artholic. Man, y'all guys built some amazing looking aircraft. Ababil Craft, who just like cranks out planes like there's no tomorrow. Seriously, guys, go look at our subscriptions, man. These are some beautiful aircraft. Paper Dreams, pretty bird there, pretty freaking bird there. Best Paper Airplanes channel. Paper Fliegertube. I mean, these are some like really these are some awesome aircraft. Like Foldable Flight even did one, cranked one out there. Like that is super simple. I know it works. White Wings got one in there and fold and fly. If you all want to see the White Wings one, seriously, go check out Fold and Fly on YouTube there. They did a couple days back, did a tutorial on the White Wings, so you can see what we're talking about. And they have a certain look about them, other than the ones that actually look like real airplanes. Yeah, that's what I usually mean when I say it, so you'll know, because White Wings is like a kind of a simple, or I shouldn't say simple, but like a typical design for them. It's almost trademarked. They almost all look like that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. And they're really cool, but a lot of them in there. And that's what I mean. Like, you got to get out the Aerocrafter, put some out there. Like, these are some cool looking birds, man. Seriously. Go give these guys some love, especially Origami Ukraine there. Z Toys. Man, dude. Even got some flights in there by some people, which is really cool. That's always a plus. It's always nice to not just see the tutorials, but see the planes fly. I should talk. Um, yeah, but these are wonderful. God damn, I was itching. Must have been the walk earlier. An origami drone. Damn, crazy, crazy. Anyway, yeah. So our subscriptions, check them out. They've got just as much as we do on there. Not really gonna apologize for the rant, because that's all part of the aircraft world, and I'm still sticking with it. But like I said, I'm still going to go on my testing. Um, we got a new week of waiting on the boys to settle down there. D, where you at, bro? We got to do some shows, man. I know we're gonna have to change the schedule around a little bit, but we got to do some shows, man. Especially while you like hibernating over there. We could take advantage of these off times. Mark just like, I'm sure he's trying to settle, probably a little melancholy about losing his birds, but he's working the database too, so need to get him back on the show, and we need to get down to business. Um, and we'll get down to business of making you these shows. But here we are. We're here for you. We're here with you. Trying to save this. Not like I really want to talk to anybody, but maybe I'm trying to get a little bit more hoarse. I kind of like this. It does sound like I'm straining. It sounds like I'm actually trying to like not get like I'm holding myself back. It doesn't feel bad. That's how I know it's like not fake. Is like I don't feel. You know what I mean? I don't know what I mean. Hopefully you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm kind of digging this layout, so I'm sticking with this layout for a while. At least until I know D comes back and we do the cross, so we have like, this here. He can have this mask, and I'll get my own max, like our mask I'm trying to fix up. And I still think I want to stick with the logos, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Um, yeah, I got better logos than I do because I'm using a deer. Yeah, I use a plain deer. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But for right now, it's like this. Be happy. So yeah, so we're there. We're live. Go check us out. Check out some videos. Keep posting these cool ass videos y'all got of planes, of flying, of dancing, of romancing. Make them up there for us. Make the tutorials. Make the planes. Make the flights. Most importantly, I think the flights. It's really cool to see the planes flying through pretty skies. I mean, anybody can post a tutorial, but it's really the flights that kind of make my day. Kind of want to see that. I mean, ideally, obviously, it's like fly and then how did you build that one? But I like to think you stuck with our channel long enough to know the planes that you've gotten used to. So, like, if I take you along in a new design, or if I take you along in an old design, you know what it is. Like showing you how to build an axe, Um, Yeah, we have good content. There's good content out there. Stick with us, people. We'll always keep making it for you. Um, but yeah, that's most important. Just keep doing what you're doing. We'll keep doing what we're doing. Peace.